Right, welcome to the NFL pregame. And for whatever reason, I'm looking at the television screen and it froze. I got to change the channels. Okay, I got. What else is it? It's on another. Okay, I changed it from to another TSN. Okay, so there is a live picture of it. Okay, so running late here. Coach Coyote was nice enough to come back do the pregame. It's not the usual where it says NFL pregame with Coach Coyote. We got Sylvester was here already. We got Sylvester here already. Let's just fix that microphone for Sylvester. And okay, I mean, I was gonna say is yeah. So Dallas Cowboys. They're playing. They're at the Las Vegas Raiders, and it's like like I said, there's no script. I didn't have a script ready. I didn't just this is like a live stream. Game's gonna start in 14 minutes. I think it is, and oh, I gotta see if I got to see if the tablets work. Okay, I got myself the tablet hooked up here. Um, I'm gonna go on my YouTube channel on the tablet. So that view number one. I know that number one view doesn't count. It's myself, but I like knowing that it's everything's working, that it's working. Too bad there wasn't a way to like have the uh, option where you could see it on another monitor and see if everything's working, but it doesn't count as like a person watching because yeah, it just gives a false impression that there's someone else listening in, and I know there isn't, of course, but well, how come there's I got some reason I'm not getting. I'm wait. I'm in the key. Geez. I'm in incognito. Oh, I hope this tab doesn't go on. Okay, I'm in incognito mode, so because this tablet's not signed in, and I didn't. I got when I put my sports news review. I had to go down the list. I don't know what they call that. They call it the okay. So here we see that the NFL pregame. I got my button that says live. Okay. Uh, okay, good. It's working here. All right. Okay, I can see Coach Coyote to the right and Sylvester to the left, and I mean, yeah, it's just I'm gonna have to use the phone to get all my information first. So it looks like the estimated time for the game to start should be what 7 minutes from now, less than 7 minutes from now, possibly the kickoff. And so the only thing I can do is just say like what did I say? Yeah, just say that there's let's see, the Dallas Cowboys. And okay, what I gotta do first is g- okay. So let's see. Let's just see. Let's just see. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is do I start with the game first or do I start with the team? I don't know. I'm just all over the place. I'm just all over the place. Okay, you know what? At least I have an old thing where I looked up the defensive ranking here, so I might as well look up. Well, coach, it's not like our usual. I know it's not like our usual NFL pregame. I'm just, I'm just, like I said, I'm just filling in a void here, just to like say like we do the NFL pregame, and I didn't have time to put your name, but like with Coach Coyote, just it was like everything was just rushed. I rushed everything real fast to get this live stream going. I had to load the other video. I had to load our video up with the the new show I just thought up on. It was just an impromptu show I thought up. First edition was the Talking Bills X and O's. Was what? How did I say red alert? Like red alert or something like that. I thought I did was put red alert, and after I thought, oh my gosh, is this clickbait? And I got and of course all the guests decided to go on their own and help me out by saying, no, it's not really clickbait because it. I know it's the Dallas Cowboys and Las Vegas Raiders pregame here, and I'm talking Buffalo Bills again, of course, because we do the Buffalo Bills watch parties, and I just uploaded a video, the second video of the series, a new show called Talking Bills X and O's, and then the theme was Crisis Averted. Red or is it? I think so. A red alert averted. I guess, and I found out you can't use question marks and commas in the when you filing the like when I'm filing the video, but then I could add the commas and add the and add the and add like there was saying like add the commas yeah, the punctuation. You can do it while the video is uploading. I can add the punctuations of the making the X possessive and the O's possessive. And yes, it's not for folks out there see that N it says X's and O's. I I like saying it like that. Like it's just like I know it's not grammatically correct with it's A and D, like you're talking X's, and it doesn't have to be possessive. I know that. Like I like to separate the X and S and the small S and then uh the uh the small S. It worked on the board because the height of the I could put the it worked on the board to separate it. So I thought it would work the same. And yeah, I suppose if you don't know what X and O's is, you pretty I guess you're new to the football scene, and it's an old terminology of uh yeah. So we uploaded that video, of course, and I just finally uploaded it now, and I'm gonna definitely gonna be watching that video a few more times. I made as per usual, I made a lot of mistakes, and it wasn't and like I just had glitches on my tablet where I typed one big long word. I didn't. Oh, I'm like, oh my gosh, what was I typing? I didn't even say it. So I started laughing, and I pretended to say that one of the plush toys, which was barbecue munchie, that oh, he said something that was funny, and I couldn't. I had the giggles as I say. But yeah, I haven't really talked much about. I haven't really talked much about this game here. It's it's NFL pregame, and we're talking. We're not talking Bills. We're talking NFL pregame here. This is not the the post NFL pregame here. This as post X and O show here. This is the NFL pregame, and I gotta get on script. I mean, yeah. If you're new to the NFL pregame show, you see our ace reporter, and you say, "Hey, I didn't know ace reporter Sylvester was on the show." I'm like, he's right there. I said Sylvester. You might as well just COB Bunny, who was approving of it, say, "Yeah, have Sylvester just sit there and see if we like this format better." That uh, we could, get Sylvester on, and uh, maybe Sylvester in the next pregame. I think it could work out where I could get Sylvester to just ask Coach, quote unquote, ask Sylvester asking Coach Coyote questions to the pregame, and I won't have to do live stream. It's, I mean, it's, I just find it funny, Sylvester and Coach Coyote. That I just realized that this like I put too much on effort on trying to be so perfect that I end up making mistakes. This is just but, it's honest mistakes, and that's what makes it funny to laugh at, or they're not like I don't I if, if I was to purposely write in the script, mistakes, I'm not gonna go there. I'm just not gonna Sylvester, I'm not going there. I'm not gonna do it. Don't worry. I'm never gonna throw you on you see on your tablet over there, and I purposely say, "Hey, we're gonna let's say this so that we could make it look like I made a mistake, and let's all laugh at the director, the producer, me, that's yours truly." But it's not genuine. It's just not genuine. I don't. It just can't. No, I mean, I there's a fine line between like pretending to have this imaginary world of sports news review and reality. I don't. I don't want to blur. I don't want it to be where I'm actually thinking that I'm like like the what I'm trying to say is like I don't want to blur the lines of reality and this world of sports news review that I made just to cover up the fact I don't have enough room to do a studio. Like but then again, I'm kind of like on the feeling of like if I had enough room right now to if I move when I move. I'd probably have to move sometime, and if I have, if, of course, being, but I just can't imagine my own place. There's going to be a studio room, and it's going to be my studio where, we do sports news review. One, like if I was able to buy a house, Sylvester, or I mean, I I honestly would have a bedroom that's devoted to the sports news review, and yeah, and I would put these uh the plush toys. I would put the plush toys on the desk, Geez. It's telling me to change channels. Okay, I just did. Has the game started? It is. The game has started because that one was off. I didn't even realize that the game has started. The game has actually started. Okay, so uh, let's just let's just get a grasp. Let's like be like an impromptu watch party where we're getting the grasp of this game. It's becoming yeah, because we kind of don't have the time to. I don't have the time to look up stats and discuss. The game is on already. Okay, so look, you're okay. Look, well, I know. I'm just like okay. So once again, this is a tough one to sell as like okay. So you're the 3-5-1 Dallas Cowboys, and and you're 2-7, 2-7, Oakland Raiders. Las Vegas Raiders. I knew it was the Las Vegas. I can't use that excuse all because I don't know. I got there's no need to do that. Like I didn't purposely say it on like try to sound like cute. I did. It was an honest mistake, but I don't want to make like it's over. It is. It's it's a changing landscape of whatever uh you know uh, I mean we could get into like the team that I do the live stream watch party, the Buffalo Bills, and there was a person that was honest one time that came on on the show, the WGR 55 AM 550, WGR AM 550. Then it was like years ago, and and it was like I guess in time with the there's a punt. Dallas already had to punt the ball. That's not a good sign. They really need to win this game. If there's any like you want to talk about you want to talk about red alert, this Jerry Jones would definitely would yeah he'd be putting no red alert. There's someone that would actually do it, and I'm just saying like with Jerry Jones, all that I did with the Buffalo Bills with the talking X and O's and the red alert. Yeah, Jerry Jones would put the red alert on, and but like it's but it only works if the players genuinely feel there is a red alert that this is like make or break game of the season of like either a win or make it possible to move, have an enthusiasm to move forward. And a loss is like, oh, we're like we're really uh we really have to struggle now to get moving forward. But I mean, like what is this? Okay, 9. You look. Well, I just seen something that happened on the Dallas Cowboys defense where they just tackled it would be number 2. I mean, nowhere no, just the defense just came up on this one and they stopped that run. And I mean, they just because it says Malik Hooker was activated off of injured reserve today. So yeah, I mean, there's a bonus. Okay, they got so that they got 2nd and 11, and well, it's with catches like that, you're not gonna they're gonna make it 3rd down for Las Vegas, but it's just weird. I mean, what I'm saying is that if you're a Dallas Cowboy fan out there, I mean, apply the same tactic I did for the X's and O's show, the first one we did. Now, I I'm gonna have a feeling that if the Dallas Cowboys lose this game, uh, there there's Dallas Cowboy fans will say, I don't think there's the red alert. There's no point in the red alert because we're not going to make a wild card team. Okay, we're not going to make the wild card team, but they're just hanging on a they're hanging on a tie. A tie is like either it helps you out with the tie helps you out or it doesn't help you out. It's not like a win. A win helps the team out. It's either yes or no. A loss does not help a team out. Now, what helps a team out is that well, at least you got the Raiders to punt on a 4th down. So so you got the ball back. Let it go. Okay, they're gonna have to start. You're gonna have to start from the 4-yard line. Okay, so uh, a little bit of adversity, but you gotta say to yourself as your offensive player on the Cowboys is, I mean, well, the defense, uh, you know, had defense had the made the Raiders punt on that 4th down, and that's all that you can ask for, is like the other team is to punt, and then that gives the offense the chance to do something, and uh, I'm just gonna say, okay, so it's not about like if you're if you love your Dallas Cowboys and you just happen to see this somehow you come across this part you you, you come across this part it says because it says pregame, you kind of wonder, well, how's it a pregame? It's past the live stream was past 8:15 past the start of the game. I know it's all complicated how I like don't I just do impromptu whatever I feel like. I mean, we're not. I, I'm not bound by any kind of real like schedule here. I could have not even done a NFL pregame show at all, and who would have noticed except myself? You know what I mean? But the point being is that like if you are a Dallas Cowboys fan, and I'm not promoting my show as in like the show I did that's called the new show of talking Bills X and O's. I mean, and now if you got your own YouTube channel and um you're doing Dallas Cowboys, you know you do Dallas Cowboys live streams and that. Yeah, by all means, if you feel like just watch my first video about talking bills X and O's just to get ideas. uh I, I don't I'm not gonna if you're put down on the on your on the heading talking cowboys and you put X and then you put an S with an apostrophe S, and then N, and then O's with an apostrophe S, and put red alert and a question mark. I'm not going to say, hey, that's my idea. You quote unquote, you copied. And I'm going to say, no, I don't care. I want you to do it. But I have a feeling that your answer is going to be thanks. But if we lose this game, if the Dallas Cowboys lose this game, there's no point even turning the red light on for a red alert at practice. There's not even point in going to as you claimed in your video to like as your one of your quote unquote guests, my imaginary guest of barbecue munchie saying that the management should go to the novelty stores or the party supply store and go find a red siren and bring it to practice and you go we're on a red alert we're on a red alert we need because we need to focus on this game we need to just and all that and I I don't think it would have I don't there's no way okay I mean maybe we'll know in our afterlife when we watch the great YouTube channel in the sky, and and of course, I'm gonna like. I don't think we will have these feelings in the afterlife. Of course, I'm just joking around. Of course, everything is just for fun. I'm saying that uh, uh I don't like the fact. Okay, this isn't good. Okay, Crosby they're all congratulating Crosby. I didn't see what was going on, and oh no, no, as long as Dallas can punt it away, we're good. I, I just feel like, what are you gonna do? No, no, no. What are you gonna do for? What do you do? It's tough to justify that if you're Las Vegas Raiders, you got a great player like Max Crosby. It's almost as if if you can get two first round picks for Max Crosby at a team before this trade deadline, he was worth it. Dallas, you should have just. I wonder how many people asked. I don't care. For me, it's like you want two first round draft picks for Max Crosby. Yeah, you got it. You got it. I'm going to like how do you say mortgage the future of the team. And it's not to put pressure on Max Crosby. I'm gonna be upfront with I'll be upfront with Max Crosby saying don't feel that you are like, you know, are are answers to everything coming, uh I'm just gonna tweak your microphone. You can see you see how I can hold it how I hold it up. Okay, it looks kind of so I just don't like I don't like where I position that microphone. It doesn't Doesn't look like he can actually talk into it. Okay, I'm gonna leave it the way it is. Okay, so okay, so like I don't know. It's just you know, it's it's about if you're if it's a Max Crosby needed to get into that past the first game of the playoffs. That's I didn't say it's worth a path to the Super Bowl. Oh, the only thing you're lucky is that Las Vegas right now for Dallas is that okay. You got 4th and 12. I know Max Crosby just took a pretty look at a picture of Max Crosby, and it's like, okay, I we got that. Like we only gonna get right now. Right now, barring anything bad happens on this field goal attempt, which is all we're gonna get is 3 points. This is it. Like we're this close, and now we have to go for a third, which is, I mean, it should be. I'm not trying to jinx them, just because I have no reason to do that. I'm not that type. Like 35-yard attempt, which is, like today's NFL. He's gonna make it. He's gonna make that. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go back to what I was saying earlier before I didn't. It's 3-0 now. It's not good. I'm just saying that if someone actually seen that and they got like they could like my previous video with the talking X and O's red alert. All they had to see was that title. That's all they needed to see. Never mind. Don't even click on my video. They didn't have to. They didn't have to click on my video. They just had to come on and see the title. And I would never know because I didn't, it didn't count as a view. And like it's just like whatever to me in life. And I'm just going by my own world. But they're not going to say to, if they have, an ear on, say, somewhere in Buffalo Bills organization, they got an ear and say, "Oh, I seen it on some 2-bit YouTube channel." Uh, Buffalo Bill talking Bills X and O's red alert, and it's like shit. It's like, is this? That's a question that I'm gonna, that put forward. Uh, Was it a red alert? Yeah, and I'm gonna say yes. And we explained it on our second video. I explained it fully. It wasn't clickbait. The first video was not clickbait. It was there that there was a need for a wake up call in the sense of saying red alert this game, and it worked. Like coach, you describe like when the coaches answer the checklist of everything they've done, finishing off games, defense held, whatever. It's like, coach, I could go for an analogy on this one to help your cause on this one. Is that one time there was the Edmonton Oilers when they're winning Stanley Cups after they finally, they, after that loss to the Islanders, and they were starting to win Stanley Cups, and they're Grant Fuhr in net. Now they said because they're a high scoring team, and all they were saying is like, you know what? If if Grant Fuhr just makes one save out of nowhere, and we're up by two, and he makes that one save out of nowhere, we don't care about the next goal he lets in sometimes because it's because it could be like a break two on none. It's not Grant Falls Fear, not nothing to do with Grant Fear at the time. But point being is that if he just makes that one incredible save out of nowhere per game, that just it just gave the team that spark to move on. And yeah, I mean that's how I feel about like Buffalo's defense and what happened is that you know you got your detractors, of course, and say, well, they let in X amount of points, and it critique this and critique that. I'm like, that's nice. That's good for the pregame on Thursday. That's the kind of talk that's good for the pregame on Thursday. I understand when it's all dust is settled, as they say. And I mean, then you can analyze. Okay, looks good. I'm just seeing that there was looks like a good catch on right now for Dallas. Okay, so that's what you're saying about the critique, and is that uh okay, okay. So what I'm saying is that, like, so that's how I feel the Buffalo Bills defense is that, well, they came, they just whatever it is, it was complimentary, as the expression, in my opinion, is complimentary football that both teams, I mean, both offensive and defensive teams on the Buffalo Bills squads, I should say. Yeah. Oh, nice, another first down run somehow, like something first down from number 40 on Dallas Cowboys, because Dallas really, really, really needs to win this game. This is their red alert game, and that's what I'm trying to say. So, well, yeah, I mean, that's how it was for that. I mean, that's why I, I'm saying like the crisis averted. Because I mean, like I said, check the checks. Finish off the game. I mean, if you're, as you said, if you're You know, uh, I mean, I'm looking at the Dallas game right now. I'm trying to think and talk at the same time about the Dallas game and just watching. Oh, okay. Oh, Dak Prescott got his pass deflected right at the scrimmage line, and it was like, wow, it's just okay. See from there. Okay, so yeah, I can imagine that. Well, yeah, I'm gonna say, like, okay, we're gonna what we're gonna say is that yeah, I'm gonna say, let's see if I can do it. I can't flash the color. You know what? I could just pretend. I could turn the lights red. Okay, let's just turn this. Yes, let's do some fun with the props. Let's put this light red. See what happens. Does it make any difference? Red? Doesn't really do. Red alert. This one, yeah, this one's better. This one works better. I'll put this one back to white. Okay. Yeah, there it is. Bah, there it is in the corner. Bah, bah, bah. This is a red alert game for the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, they gotta put this back to blue now. Yeah. Oh yes. Oh yeah. The coach said that they would, and everybody would say they put it on yellow, and then if it's on orange, it's like, don't make me put it on red. Okay. Don't let's practice. Say don't. Let's not put it back on. Let's get back to blue. Is my favorite color on that one, for that. Okay, so you got this orange glow. It's on an orange alert. Orange alert. Orange alert. It's not. Let's just put it on yellow, because that's what I think the bill should be on yellow. Why does yellow look green? That's kind of weird. Yellow makes things look. These LED lights are, they're not, they're, they're not highly priced. You know what I mean? So, but here's green. Okay, green does look like green. I got green looking as green, but yellow from an angle has some. Yeah, it is yellow. Okay, so they would be on yellow alert. Just a cautionary thing of, well, we don't want to go back to our old habits. Let's move on from these old habits. And I think I can't, I couldn't put, I should have had the light over here, but this light, I gotta hide it. I didn't know. You didn't realize how much taller Coach Coyote is than the rest of the crew. And I mean, yeah, I can't, yeah, that's why I couldn't put the light over Coach Coyote. I couldn't get the overhead light over Coach Coyote because of his height. I think I should switch the taller light pole over here again. But then again, it's all man, it's just uh, I got the taller one that's over Sylvester because coach would be on that side usually when we're doing the NFL pregame. So you're he's taller than the light. Yeah. Okay. So okay. So with all that, we're just gonna I'm just gonna like watch the game. Okay. Now look looking at this, I'm just saying that like yeah, this if you're a Dallas Cowboy fan, yeah, this is a month. It's I Of course they're gonna, I'm gonna feel like they're gonna say it to. Yeah, this is a must win game for the Dallas Cowboys. And yeah, you why don't you? It's no kidding aside. It's red alert. It is red alert on the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, they like. Yeah, I mean the locker room should have a red alert sign, the light going off the practice field, and I mean, yeah, I mean this you can't stress it enough. Okay, 3-3. I didn't realize it's just 3-3. Okay, so it's a tie game of 3-3, and I just uh, yeah, I'm more of it's not. I'm 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 not like a super Dallas Cowboys fan all of a sudden. That it's more of like, well, yeah, that's all I need to see. There's a nice play from there's a nice play from Las Vegas Raiders to get a first down here, and we'll see where. Uh, I mean, whatever reason, nobody was on number 18, and I don't know his number because everybody, he's not the familiar Brock Bowers or. 'Cause I don't recognize him, but yeah, I mean, like, okay, so we're looking this now 89 is open. Okay, it's just oh, there's Brock Bowers, of course. First because the thing is, defense is looking, uh, and like how, of course, there, yeah, number 50. There it is. Okay, I was saying, how is it Brock Bowers is left wide open? Whatever reason, number 6 picked on it, going, "Oh my gosh, Brock Bowers is going to be wide open there," and he was too far to react to that play. He tried his best, and okay, and then now I mean, like now the Raiders are doing really well. It's like okay, like wait all season. Where is this all season? Players just finding seams, finding gaps, and Geno Smith throwing as they call like on target. Like what? Wow. Yeah, there's more of a Raiders play. They would, yeah. They're trying to get him involved in Ashton Genty, trying to get him involved in. Oh wow, Marvian Overshown. It was tore ACL. He tore a lot of. Oh wow, he just came back from this major injury. He's on defense. Okay, well, I'm just okay. Looking at Geno Smith. Okay, so 3rd and 14. All right, this the consolation prize that if on 3rd down they don't get a first down and they got a field goal attempt and it's successful. Well, at least it took 4 points off the board. Okay, we'll see here. This could be the most insane try like do not let them score a this is more like it. Okay, so if you're Dallas, now you're playing with intensity. What just happened here? I thought it was a penalty. I was like, no, 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 please don't do a penalty. Okay, so let's see. It brought them back. Let's see, there's the 25, there's okay, 30, okay, the 20, 25. Okay, so they're gonna be in between 25 and 30, so it should be fourth and it's gonna they're gonna mark it down as fourth and 20. It's something a 45-yard attempt. th- This is something they practice. It doesn't matter if it's a 45, 35, 55 yard. It's the same kick he does because it's in. And you can just tell the height of it because he has to make sure he wants to make sure he does not get it touched at the scrimmage line. So now it's like you gotta look at the positive if you're okay, they're going to commercial break there now. Hey, look at the positive of like, okay, you prevent the defense prevented 4 points. Okay, 6-3. Okay, now okay, what we'll do is coach has already been on the show earlier and we're on 41 minutes now, and I want Coach to just go back in his easy lounge chair. And well, Coach, it's a commercial break, and I think that you should just take it easy, Coach. And I better make sure that just one more series, see what Dallas does. It doesn't, and that's it. That's it. We stop the pregame show so the Coach Coyote can rest up here. I mean, he was really good enough to be part of that blue ribbon panel for our Talking Bills X and O show. Now, I mean, we're gonna do another one Friday, Coach. Um, okay, they won't. Yeah, because we won't have a pregame show because we're gonna do the live stream with the Munchie Brothers, and then we're gonna have a third edition. We're gonna have our third edition of the Talking Bills X and O's. And I guess I don't. The theme so far is what could be the theme right now? I'm trying to think of the theme right now, Coach. Is that uh, I don't know, Sylvester. If you come up with something, just tell me later. If you come up with something like what is a good theme for that one? Okay, so the show is called Talking Bills X and O's, but we got to come up with themes. The segments come up with themes, and the first theme was red alert. And the second one was crisis averted with a question mark. Like it's not for us. What I'm trying to say with that question mark was it wasn't for us, like Sylvester and I, we, to determine whether the crisis red alert crisis averted because we're asking our blue ribbon panel, and we would have had it like, but all three agreed that at first that there was a red alert for this game, but all three agreed with, of course, both following Coach Coyote is because Coach Coyote makes it like they are saying like Coach Coyote makes it easy for because uh, like it's just amazing that you and Sylvester are such good friends after the show too. I mean, they're like they're palsy wowsies in this game. They're professionals, but they have a really good professional relationship on screen and off the screen too. Where, yeah, I mean, I know. Coach Coyote just it looks like Coach Coyote just standing there with that stare, and most people can interpret it as, um, "Oh my gosh, that is such a tough question." And I'm only well, if I as I said, if I'm not part of the organization to answer such a tough question like that. I don't have to. I'm only, but since I'm on the blue ribbon panel, there was the Sports News Review's blue ribbon panel to what discuss the state of as well. That'll be the end. That'll be Coach. I like the way you said state. You're almost going to say state of affairs, but that's not till the end. That's not like after the last game of the season, whatever it could be. Hopefully, it's the Super Bowl win. Uh, we're not. There's no. Okay, here's how it works. The last show here comes some passing. There's some good passing going on from at least downfield. That's what I like to see. At least some passing downfield. It might not have been really good on target, but at least it's there. Okay, so because they're in Las Vegas territory now. I think they're probably within field goal range, which I don't know. You don't want to be talking field goal. I just want to be talking touchdown right now. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is that if the okay, like we can continue on doing our X and O show, Buff talking Bills X and O's, not the entire NFL, just defense and offense we're talking about. We're only talking about the Buffalo Bills offense and defense, and uh, yeah. So if there would be no oh, nice run for a first down at least. Okay, there would be no talking Bills X and O's and state of affairs because uh, they they won the Super Bowl. If they won the Super Bowl, that's what I was trying to say earlier. If they won the Super Bowl, there's no program. But unfortunately, if they make it to the Super Bowl and they don't win the Super Bowl, which I don't want to say. Oh, I wanted to say win, but I mean, yeah, it's gonna be a program. That'll be the title of the program: the Buffalo Bills X and Talking Buffalo Bills X and O's State of Affair. So yeah, uh, Super Bowl appearance and loss and under. Like if they lost this AFC Championship game, lost the first round of the playoffs, or the unthinkable happens right now that they don't make the playoffs. That's going to be a depressing talking Bills X and O state of affair. It's going to be a very depressing one. I mean, we're going to have to keep looking up to Coach Coyote to keep our professionalism and Sylvester too. Like, see, you're looking at our crew here right now, the two here right now, the crew. You're looking at Sylvester, professional plus, as you say, a sports reporter, unbiased, asks only questions pertaining to the situation for that week. Coach Coyote, same, just unbiased, tells it like he feels that it is, and but when it comes to ketchup and barbecue munchie, the Munchie brothers. Well, they're doing Buffalo Bill live streams, and you know they're gonna always put a. It's not. I don't blame them. They they always might try to put a positive spin, and I will say that they're professionals and they're not sugarcoating it. They're just putting a positive spin because it's like, well, we there's reasons for everything, and there's got to be reasons why this happened, why that happened, and that. And well, like I said, it's just you know, oh my gosh, okay, that's over with the drive. That was over. No, it's not yet. I think they just went to a commercial break because the second quarter just started. Okay, so because Dallas still has the ball. They're on the 18 yard line. That catch was not going to be made. That's not even close to being made. Okay, there's no way. They should. I don't want to go through that again about I shouldn't do it again, but even 1 foot, but well, even if there was 1 foot in bounds rule, it still was not. That's what I felt like. Nah, even if there was only you only had to have 1 foot in bounds. You still wouldn't have made that catch. Okay, we're looking at second and 10, And for the season, they don't put down what field position it is. Okay, okay. So Dax Prescott. Okay, this is what Dallas needs. Okay, now we can go watch the rest of the game. Okay, now that's exactly as they say what the doctor ordered. Dallas. You say Dallas needed that the 9, get the extra point to make it 10, and yeah, and if they only get a field goal, the next that'd be like the touchdown they kind of should have had earlier. So that'll make it the 7 points lead. So yeah, so they're saying the scoring drive was 6 plays, 68 yards, took 2 minutes and 11 seconds to do, and the extra point is of course good, right? Literally, it's almost like right down the middle. Okay, so it's Dallas Cowboys 10 and Las Vegas Raiders 6. And we're in the second quarter, and we'll see from there. It's not like I'm not. It's not like I'm built like if it was like the Buffalo Bills. It's like oh go Bills. No, no go. If I'm not a call, it sounds like a Cowboys fan saying go Cowboys. But you, you know, you know, uh, you know, they need this win, and that's that. Okay, that is that. Dallas Cowboys need this win. That's my pregame show. I'm saying, of course, Dallas Cowboy fans are agreeing with me, and yeah, they're just saying, well, before the start of the game, yeah, put the red alert light on, but if they lose this game, there's if they don't, if they're, you know what, it's if they lose this game, in my opinion, it's red alert still until they're mathematically out of the playoffs. Until they're mathematically out of the playoffs, it is red alert for Dallas. You could still say red alert for Dallas because if you still have a mathematical chance of being in the second round, it's red alert. Because even would I apply that same kind of philosophy towards the Las Vegas Raiders? Well, it was red alert because mathematically, if every team loses and all that, and they win, and they could be every team in the division, the AFC, the AFC West loses. They could be in the no. There's just like there's too many like variables. Like this, like it's just too many things that's not going to happen has to happen. Whereas Dallas just keep winning, keep on winning games because you got Washington Commanders that are in the division, you got the New York Giants in your division, and the only thing is the Philadelphia Eagles are gonna your main competitor to take the NFC East division, and so uh if you can't get the NFC East division, you're looking at, of course, trying to make it in as a wild card. So yeah, with all that, we're gonna say our goodbyes here. So thanks for Sylvester for sticking around, and after all we did, we loaded video and came on a live stream, and we're almost an hour into the live stream. Thank you very much for Sylvester for just kind of hanging in there. Thanks, Coach Coyote. He did the show earlier, and now he's on the pregame shows. And I know Coach is older than me, and I'm not saying Coach. Everybody knows. You look up Coach Coyote's biography, and yeah. I mean, his playing career, then his player coaching days, and then being coach, and then being a general manager. I mean, yeah, you're looking at two right here. We got the two the American plush toy football league Hall of Fame inductees, and we got Coach Coyote twice as a builder, being the coach, and then being the general manager of the year, and we got Sylvester with as a player, and then of course as a sports beat writer. So yeah, I mean, of course, and then we have the Munchie Brothers to make the blue ribbon panel we have now. So yeah, with all that, we'll say our goodbyes. And so for me, that's yours truly, Coach Coyote and Sylvester behind his desk there. All three of us are saying thank you for tuning into the live stream. But for now, we're over and out.